how are you today? My name is Gissella and this is your channel Inglés para tu vida. As you may know, this channel was created in 2015 for students who wanted to learn English. But 8 years have elapsed, and during this time I also think that I should start doing some videos also for teachers, and this one is the first one. But this does not mean that this video will exclude students. No, that's not true, because students can also get benefit from listening to this video. First thing, if you're a teacher and you're watching this video because you want to improve your English techniques in order that the students fulfill their goals to learn English, my first idea is this. What you have to do is speak less than your students, even if you are teaching the most basic level in English. Why? Because students want to think and want to practice and want to prove that they are capable of learning a new language since the first day of classes. So if you're a teacher and you have the temptation of speaking a lot and showing that you know how to speak English, this effort is not necessary, because students know that if somebody is in front of them giving them a class or a lesson, it's because they are teachers. They are prepared to be there. They have techniques to do that. They have certification. They have many things. So what's the best thing that you can do? Allow your students to speak freely and in a good mood, in a good atmosphere, so that they can prove themselves that they are able to speak this language. They need to speak this language. Many students have different motivations when they are in the classroom. Perhaps they are going to travel, they want to have a new job, they want to get a promotion, etc. And so it's important that our target as teacher will be centered in the way that we direct our students, in the way that we project what we want to teach, but also in the way that we listen to our students. And the best way to listen our students is just by giving them the theory, the exercises, the practice that they need when they are doing an exercise or something, but also listen carefully to their needs. Yes, if for example you are teaching grammar or a difficult point in the course and our students ask us to have more conversations, or you notice that some students don't participate enough because they feel shy, unable to do that, or disconnected from the class, it's our main goal perhaps to sit next to them. That's what I used to do in the past. I sat next to them and I tried to be one of their partners. In that way, they feel that you are near, that you are accessible, that you understand what they need. And that's a good idea. I used to do that with different students, especially with the ones that have more difficulties when learning a language. In our traditional class, we have different students learning English. For example, the ones who have previously contacted the language or are, for example, in the very beginners stage, but they speak English more than other students. They can intimidate students who are really for the first time in an English lesson. And if you pay too much attention to students who already have a background in English, that will also be not so good for students who have their expectations in learning English for the first time. So, what you should do is focus and concentrate on students who really are learning English for the first time, who really need you as a teacher. Now, the image of the English teacher is not the one of a person who knows everything and who walks around the class showing how much they know vocabulary, pronunciation, etc. Not really. We are helpers. We are only in the classroom to help students achieve their goals. Just that. And in my humble opinion, I think that the best effort that we can do is do that with tenderness, kindness, and also with the attention that we pay to our students. Especially, as I said before, to the ones who are learning English for the first time, who are really new beginners. Because we also have the false beginners that I said before, who had previous experience, who can solve the exercises very fast, and that are always saying that they have the answer. These students in the class can make the others a bit shy, right? And our goal is that everybody get engaged, that everybody gets involved in our activities, and also, as I said, that they feel they can speak English since the first class, and that's our responsibility. Another important thing is the variation of activities that we offer in our classroom. It's important that we mixed, especially, for example, I used in the past some music, background music, because that can make students feel relaxed, feel comfortable, feel that they can put away or put aside their anxiety, because the majority of students feel really nervous and confronted when learning a new language, and that's because they fear the teacher and also students who know more than them, and they think I should know in the same way as my partner speaks English. Why he is in the first level and speaks so excellent and I don't? And that's because the system is like that. Some students who have previous experience when learning English sometimes want to start from zero. That's what I said. But there are some other students who are really starting from zero, and when they mixed, there's a commotion. One of them think that he or she is the teacher, and the other think that why I don't speak the same way as the other. So to avoid that, we have to use different activities so that students know that they can be able to get engaged in speaking, but also in writing and in grammar, and when listening to an activity. Different activities help students gain their own confidence. So some students are very good at speaking, some others are very good at writing, the others are very good at listening. So we can mix our activities and, as I said before, try to settle an atmosphere in which they feel really comfortable. Music is a helper. Another thing is the factor of smile. When we smile at our students, they feel that they can trust us as teachers. When they are there with a serious face and not looking at them at the eyes, etc., or not listening at what they expect, they really get disappointed, and that will be a factor of maybe in a few months they will not come to classes or they start being absent. So if we don't want that, the factor of smile is also important. In that way, we get closer to our students too, and we show that we are accessible to them as helpers. These ideas that I'm giving to you are not exclusive to my opinion. When I started working as an English teacher, I had a lot of sessions, training, and during the training courses, I learned from my mentors that it was very important to learn this. The teacher is not the star in the English class. The students are supposed to be the stars. The target is that the students learn, practice, feel comfortable when speaking a language, feel that they are capable to do that. So our position in the class, as I said before, is only help them to do that. Not showing off or just show that, well, we are the teachers. So we are the maximum in English. That's not good. And we are not going to obtain anything if we have that position. So try to think about that when you are giving English classes, and your students will appreciate that. And you too, because during the time you are going to feel the satisfaction that during your classes your students were able to learn and were able to speak, and you really help them to achieve what they were looking for, learning English. Learning English is my passion. See you in our next class, and don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to just put the thumbs up and share this video with your colleagues or other students if you want. Bye.